Welcome to day number 96. I'm John McLauchlan. We are promoting Clickbank products using My Lead Gen Secret. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to jump onto my Clickbank account, see where we are. Go and refresh the page. So if this is the first time you've seen the video, first time you've seen my channel, if you come up in search, then this is the case study I've been doing since the beginning of the year. Promoting Clickbank products using the My Lead Gen Secret email system. Sometimes the words struggle to come out, but as you see here, we've got another sale. We had two sales yesterday, we've had a sale today. So let's go and have a quick look at the other stats as well, because I looked at these earlier, and this is quite interesting because the biggest week we had previously was 146. We kind of matched, we went over that, didn't we? And now look, 174.75 for the week currently, which is good. I think today is going to be the new day. I think today's going to be the new day, so that's going to be the maximum, but it's a maximum week in the time that we've been doing this. So I'm pretty chuffed. I'm pretty happy with that. In terms of the stats for the month, currently we're at 315 in sales, and it says 13 sales, but it includes lots of other sales. So you get like an initial sale that we don't get commissions for, and again, this is a really good idea to help your customer make sure they've made the right decision. So you get very few chargebacks, very few refunds, because people know what they're doing. So it's a good thing. So in terms of the stats, let's have a quick look at the reporting. So when I go from the 1st of Jan to today, April the 9th, and you'll see just under 24,500 hops, 502 impressions, 42 initial sales, which is new business, 8.37% on the conversion rate, and 1,342.66. So on the total, total sales is 71. So we've still got 3 sales with social paid, and this sale that came in today is from the old product social sales that we've been promoting over the last 3 months, and that's a rebuild from somebody. Okay, so again, really good results, because we're still getting that recurring revenue coming in from social paid, and we're no longer promoting that. Okay, we may well come back to that, we may circle back, we may whatever, I don't know. You know the way this works. I just I play it by ear and find out what is working, and it's a good result. Okay, so we're kind of getting there. This has been the best week. So in terms of what I do, as I always show you, if you go from day 1 to day 50, I show you where to get the marketing assets from, where to get the foundations of your emails from, and how to put everything together to format your email in the right way. And I'm doing this affiliate marketing course on my YouTube channel, and I was talking about this today, about somebody can write an email that produces sales, and yet somebody else will copy that email. Okay, just for instance, they'll copy it word for word exactly as it works, and it won't work for them. Okay, and what you've got to do is you've got to really find out what your brand is, what you represent in the marketplace, and put that out there and brand yourself. Because literally, I mean, this is why, I mean, this is my email for today. Okay, and we're talking about gaming on YouTube. Okay, and helping gamers to upload their content to YouTube. All right, and this is an email that I looked at this email a minute ago before I started recording, and I changed it around because it didn't really read right, so I've changed it. Okay, and I'm saying that I must admit my experience of gaming was Space Invaders in the 80s on the old Atari. Looked like an old teak tea chest. Right, that was my experience, and I was really good at it, but I didn't really do much after it. But what I'm saying is that somebody can copy this. This is why I show my emails, because they probably won't work for anybody else other than me. Now I'm taking the foundation of this from the information from Clickbank. So I'll go to the affiliate marketplace. I show you this every single day. If you go to day 1 to day 50, I show you the whole process when this eventually loads. Good if I slip the coffee then. Right, so we're going to go to e-business and e-marketing, and we're going. This is what we're promoting right now. And if we go to the affiliate page, this gives us all the marketing assets and the collateral and the emails and the inspiration and the images and all sorts of things that you can use. Okay, but what I did, you've got email swipes, and some of these, like I said, some of these email swipes are okay. Some are a bit patronizing. Some may well work for your brand, some may not. Okay, but if you copy and paste, simply grab that, you copy it all, you paste it in, you're not going to do very well. All right. But what I did, and I showed you this yesterday, and I'll continue to show, I went to short ads and I took the inspiration from all these, and it gives you the landing pages. So the good thing about this product is that there's multiple different landing pages, which can be a good thing, and it can also be a bad thing. One of the things about promoting social paid is that it was the same landing page day after day, the same guy with his video sales letter promoting the same thing, and people get a congruency. Some people might get annoyed with that, go, oh, why is he sending me the same stuff every day? But at least there's a congruency and a continuation of the same thing, whereas these are all different, although they're very similar, but the headlines are a bit different. But this is what I'm doing now, okay? And I took all the inspiration from all these different emails, and this is what I recommend you do when you find your, see, look, loads of them, okay, loads of inspiration. And literally, if I talk about, let's have a look, okay, tweeting, okay, posting food reviews on YouTube. Everyone's got a story about food, okay? You can give a story to your audience about when you had a barbecue and you burnt the bangers, or, you know, when you had a barbecue and you undercooked stuff and everybody went off ill, or something like that. Something just to break the ice and to tell people about you and who you are. And if that story is genuine, it's going to come over as genuine in what you say, all right? I know I bang on about this every single day, but it's the big link that most people miss. They go, well, I don't need to tell people who I am. Look at all this good information here. There's all these emails in the back office. I'm just going to send them, okay? And people wonder why they don't get the results, okay? So again, just give people your personality, and it will resonate with the right people, all right? So we're going to go to mailing system, and again, if you don't know what My Lead Gen Secret is, again, if this is the first time that you visited my channel, then hit the subscribe button and also give us a thumbs up as well. I am putting together this affiliate marketing course. I've been doing it all day today and all day yesterday. It's cracking, it really is. And if you subscribe, you're going to get access to that. It's completely free. There are several different modules, and this is a course where a lot of people would charge $1,000 for every day of the week, all right? And I'm going to make it free, okay? So just because it's free doesn't mean there's no value attached to it. There's not many things I do for free, but I'm making this course for free simply because I make money from affiliate marketing rather than selling courses, okay? It will in this case anyway. So have a look at this, and also have a look at the card up there, because what that's going to do, it's going to give you access to my page where you can learn more about My Lead Gen Secret. So if I show you this, look, this is where the card will take you. So it's going to take you to this page. So you can either get to it on the card, or you can go down and look at the description. This is my day 0 video. This is how to get started with My Lead Gen Secret in the most sensible way for you. Okay, I've got 5 accounts all stacked on top of each other. Okay, it costs me $150 a month. Okay, but I make it work because I do this every single day, and it pays, you know, tenfold, because I'm getting commissions from My Lead Gen, I'm getting commissions from Clickbank, and also those recurring commissions from Clickbank as well. So it does okay. But have a look at this video, because if you're not sure what My Lead Gen Secret is, or if it's piquing your interest and you're going around looking at reviews, your head's going to be spinning, all right? Particularly when it comes to something like My Lead Gen, because you're going to get loads of people that say, My Lead Gen Secret's great, join my team, I'll give you £1 million of bonuses, okay? And you'll get some people that says, don't touch it, whatever you do, you'll end up in all sorts of problems, all that sort of shite, okay? Apologies for the language, but you know, the thing is, there's such a load of nonsense online, is that all you need to do if you want to get started and you want to start making money online is you need to find out things for yourself, or learn from people who are getting results, okay? And that's part and parcel of why I'm doing this case study, because I want to show that it is possible, show you what I do every single day, and this is it. And sometimes that can annoy people, because I know some people are saying, or some people may think, I know you're showing me what you're doing, but what are you not showing me? Okay? And I'll tell you, what I'm not showing you and what I'm trying to impart to you are the nuances and the subtleties of being able to communicate with your audience. Okay? So what I mean by that, what I'm doing right now, I'm talking to you, I'm waving my hand, my eyebrows are going up. There's those subtle nuances and those subtleties, nuances that you can't always communicate, but you are always communicating to them in a, in some way, and you communicate them in an email, okay, but you don't know it. Okay, so this is why this email here, I read it through and it just sounded wooden, okay, and it didn't sound like me, because obviously I was getting late in the day, and I read it back and I thought, this sounds rubbish, so let me put my spin on it. Okay, gaming, okay, yeah, I had an Atari when I was a teenager. We got it for Christmas, me and my brother, shared present, and we played Space Invaders and Pac-Man and Combat. Remember that Combat? That was some graphics, that wasn't it? If you're of a certain age, you're going to remember that. Okay, great. But yeah, it didn't sound like me, so I just rewrote it, and rather than sounding like somebody that was reading from a PowerPoint, okay, you suddenly turn the PowerPoint off, and you come into the audience, and you just sit down, you loosen your tie, and you just start talking to people. Okay, and that's how you want to be, all right? And that's what I did. So I know it can be frustrating, but the main thing you want to do is be consistent and forget about the numbers. Okay, forget about making sales. Think about being able to connect and resonate with your audience. All right, and this is what catches people out, because they're constantly looking at the numbers. They go, look, I've got all these leads, I've been promoted every single day, and I've made no sales. This is rubbish, and you're to blame, McLauchlan. Okay, and I get it. Okay, I get it, because I've thought that same thing as well. I've been sending the same emails as you, and I'm not getting any results, and you're getting 1, 2, 3 sales a week, making $180. You must be hiding something. Okay, and I get that as well. Okay, and really, like I said, think about what you're sending, and think about the subtleties and nuances of what you're actually saying, and is what you're saying, does it resonate with you? Okay, if you spoke to a family member in the same way that you wrote your emails, would they look at you and think you're on crack cocaine? Would they look at you and think, I'm getting a bit worried about this guy, I'm getting a bit worried about brother, because he's talking like a weird person? Okay, but is that what you're saying in your emails? Okay, so just think about that, okay, and just learn as much as you can, and I'll try and impart as much as I can, okay, without making this a 3 or 4 hour training. All right, but just take it on board that it takes time to develop your brand, and it takes time to just be comfortable with writing in a way that is effortless and is natural. Okay, if you look at a tradesman, all right, you look at a DIY and building a brick wall, okay, he looks like a robot, and it can look rubbish. Okay, the wall could be out of plumb, he can have cement all over the place, okay, and by the time he's finished, he's gone, it's just rubbish this, okay, and it takes him ages, okay, or her ages. You get a tradesman, okay, and he like whips it up, it's like real quick, and you think, oh my god, what's this guy doing? Okay, and see some of the I know I'm going off kilter a little bit, but what I'm saying is that some people make it look easy, and it's frustrating for people that are struggling. Okay, so struggle, go through it, just go through it and send those emails. And if you're tenacious enough, and it's just a gradual process where you go, I got a sale, why did I get a sale? Oh, I didn't get a sale, why didn't I get a sale? And move on from there and constantly refine that process. Right, okay, with that said, many words said, we're going to go to the mailing system of My Lead Gen Secret. So I've had 200 leads coming into this account every single day for about 4.5 years. It took me 3 weeks to get my first sale with My Leads End Secret, and I went from 100 to 200 leads. So it increases things, and then we realized that you could stack your accounts on top of each other, so you can get the bonus leads and also the commissions by referring yourself, and My Leads End Secret allow you to do that. So currently 326,400 leads in this one account, and it will send to the first 200,000 because the limitations of the servers. So I'm going to click all those. Okay, I'm going to load in yesterday's email because it keeps the formatting, and all I'm going to do, I'm just going to paste in the email that I've just written or rewritten. 150 per day if you like gaming on YouTube, John. Okay, let me just read that again. I'll leave that as it is. I'll leave that as it is. Not the best subject line, really. It's more of a statement than an open question. So the 150 per day is the hook. Okay, if you like gaming on YouTube. And it can also be like a closed question. I like to ask open questions. So if people don't like gaming, then well, it doesn't really matter. If they don't like gaming, they don't like gaming. But there's millions and millions of people who like gaming. I'm not one of them, by the way. Unless it's Space Invaders, then I'm really good. Go twice round in Space Invaders. Yeah, what do I need to win? Did that work? No, it wasn't there. Right, let's try again. Right. Copy. There we go. It's better. Right. So again, because I'm copying and pasting this in from Notepad, I've just got to change my spacings. So you can see, look, everything's kind of squashed. And what I like to do with the formatting, I like to keep everything condensed and to the point. Okay, but this is too squashed. So I'll just go delete, hit the shift, and enter twice. There we go, look. Shift, not control. So I'm not a typist, so I can't type for toffee. So I've got to look at the keyboard when I press it. Good, there we go. Let me just make sure that's, yeah, that's right. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So I'm going to grab the link. I'm just going to change the date. Was it the 9th? Right, I'm going to go and highlight. This is the first link. So the first link, as always, I go for 1 alpha. Again, just make sure that, just so I know people click, which link people are clicking. And it's also, it's best practice as well to have 2 links. Oh, what am I doing? As I'm talking. Good. Okay. So again, short and to the point. Just like, I mean, this email is very much like every other email that I've sent in this collection, or in promoting this product. So we've got the subject line, we've got the little bit of a backstory, a little bit of branding. One thing to know is that the game industry is huge, particularly on YouTube. So today I'm writing to you about helping a professional gamer on YouTube and earning $150 a day. Okay, click here for details. So the thing is, people might look at that and go, oh, I don't want to read anymore, I'm just going to click straight on there. So they click on there, and we'll go and check the page, make sure the page works. Yeah, 150 per day YouTube gaming job. I would have preferred to see that as capitals, but I've got no control over this because it's a Clickbank. And there we go. So it's everything's congruent. There's a nice congruency to it, which I like, which is good. Where's my setup? That's okay. So I'll click on there to make sure that's working as well. And again, when you check your links, what you're looking for is the question mark hop equals, and make sure your Clickbank ID is in there. Okay, but that's all good. In terms of the format, again, try and space out the way that you write. So 1 2 3 or 1 3 1 type paragraph format. So you got like 1 and a bit, and then 3, and then 2, 1. So it kind of is easier to read. And what we're looking at doing is we're just looking at just making everything easy as possible. Put your signature in the way that you want to do it. Okay, and then we'll go and click send. And we can have some coffee. All right. So we need to go and grab the source code. Need 2 hands for this. Control A and C. Paste that in there. And grab that. One of the things about the subject line on this one is because it's not a definitive open loop, we're inciting a bit of curiosity, but it's more of a closed question. So the ellipsis is on the end. Okay, so $150 per day if you like gaming on YouTube, Bob, and there's more information. Okay, so it just kind of, it's like a bit of a continuation, like a draw to go, okay, go and open the email. All right, there we go, that is it. Okay, so account, log out. What I'm going to do now is go and cycle through the rest of the accounts. So again, 5 accounts I've got, and once you've done your first email, the rest of it is just a case of copying and pasting. So there's the email in source format. Okay, Control A and C. All we need to do now is go right click and paste, or we can go source, Control A, V. Now, something I was thinking of, and I'm just talking out loud here. Let me go and preview this just to make sure that's okay. Yeah, is when you change products, there's always a worry that sales are going to plummet. Okay, and sales always kind of takes a little bit of time to get things going, but things always change a little bit. So one thing I was thinking about doing is putting a link in there to say, if you missed any of my previous offers, have a look at this page, and putting my own page together with the offers or things that I've been promoting, so previous things. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't know if that's a good idea or a really bad idea. I'm not really sure, but it was something I thought of. And again, this is kind of the thought process that we marketers have. Sometimes we come out with ideas that are kind of interesting, and we'll go and test them and see what happens. And sometimes we have ideas where people go, "You're just off your face. Don't do that." Okay. I get a lot of those, by the way. You're just crazy. Another course, really? But I might just see if that's, because my kind of thought process of the recurring sales is when you change up and you start promoting something else, they're still going to be receiving the emails from My Lead Gen Secret, and they might go, "Well, he's promoting this now, so why is he doing that?" So if you answer that question for people, then it gives people more of a peace of mind of, okay, this is why he's promoting this. And it can be anything. It can be, more people are looking for different opportunities within the video sphere and that sort of thing, and it gives them the confidence to continue with their social paid or whatever it is, so you don't lose out on any of those recurring income sales. So you could do that. The obvious problem is you're giving people too many calls to action, and in my experience, and the general experience, is that if you give people one call to action and one decision, they'll take it. If you give people two decisions, they won't do anything. Okay, so there's that to consider as well. But I might test it anyway. Because the good thing is we can put the tracking links in, test everything, see what's happening, see what people are doing. Maybe even put it in the PS line, that might even work. In fact, I might do that. That's quite a good idea. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that'll work. I'm going to do that tomorrow. So PS, if you missed out on last week, so or something to the lines of 68 people benefited from what we were doing last week. If you missed out, have a look at this. Yeah, that might work. We'll see what happens. Again, the great thing is we can just put a tracking link in, and if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. If sales drop, we know that people are getting too confused. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, good question that came in a little earlier is what time in the US do you what time in the US do you send? And the time right now is 7:10 in the UK. So if you drop 5 hours off that, okay, 3 o'clock? No, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon US. Eastern time, so look at where you're sending them to, but it's middle of the afternoon generally, and I'm still testing that. I'm still testing whether when is a good time to send, or is there an ideal time to send. And obviously we're sending it with perfect timing every time, so the servers are going to send the email when it's the most appropriate time for the recipient. And the sales usually come in around 2 o'clock my time, UK time, which will be about 10 o'clock in the morning, which would indicate that people have opened the email, and maybe 10 o'clock in the afternoon, 10 o'clock in the morning is for some people lunch break or tea break, at work. So are they doing it at work, or that's the sort of thing. I haven't really gone into that too much of when is the best time to send, because you get every 23 hours you can send an email with myleadgen, and sometimes, like the other week, I was out late. I went out for dinner with friends, and I came back and it was something like 1 o'clock in the morning. So I just thought I'm going to send it anyway. It went out at 1 o'clock in the morning UK time, which puts my routine out a little bit. So then you try and pull it back, but I don't really think it makes a huge difference, because what I'm finding is most of the sales that come through are at least 2 or 3, sometimes longer in the future. So people open the email, they'll have a look, and then they'll do some research, and then they'll purchase later. So it's always good to test. I've not actually tested it. Okay, so we'll have to test it and just see. Did we send that in the right way? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Phew. Okay, so that's all the email sent. We'll go and have a quick look at the stats. Let's go and see if any more sales come in. But it's a good question, and you want to. This is a sort of mindset you want to be in. Is you want to be constantly testing everything and going, when's the best time to send? I said this in the previous email, and that got some sales. So and it's just a constant process. But it's like you can make the tiniest of changes that can seem insignificant to you, and yet it'll have a big impact on your audience. So you've got to look at that as well. And this is what I mean by those subtleties and nuances of sending emails. You need to track everything, and it doesn't. There's no way you can track and make any progress, in a month or 2 months or 3 months. I always say it's a 12-month process. I'm not saying you've got to get in this and do it for 12 months, but how many people get so? What am I doing? How many people get so far with their business and quit before they really understand the subtleties and nuances of what they're actually doing? Because all they're focusing on is results. And the trouble is with us human beings is results is built to survival. And if we don't get the results, then we don't survive. And that is the way our basic brains work. That's not the word I was thinking. The word that came into my head isn't really worth saying either. But it's like food. If we run after a chicken, okay, and we get tired and we can't run it after anymore, then we've got to change tack, otherwise we starve to death. And the brain works in the same way with things like this. We're not getting the results. So we're not getting the results, so therefore we're paying out for a product that is costing us money, which means we can't go and buy the food that we want. So we need to change tack, and we need to make sales, okay? And this is why I always say, never put yourself in any financial pressure to get multiple accounts, because it's going to be a negative effect, because there's going to be more pressure and there's going to be less tendency to give it everything over 12 months. If you're thinking, well, I've got another $100, another $150 going out my account, I've not made any sales. So start small and build up. Okay, if you can afford to start with 3 or 4 or 5 accounts, and do it. Okay, but when I say do it, make sure you're consistent as well, and treat it as a business, and you'll get some results. But this is why people don't last longer than sometimes 2 or 3 months. So there's food for thought as well. Anyway, I hope you got some value from this. I know I harp on sometimes. 32 minutes, it's not too bad, is it? 32 minutes of your time to get some really good marketing advice. Anyway, if you did get some good marketing advice and you got some value from that, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button, because you're going to get notified of this course, which is going to be up soon. Okay, that's why I'm able to. I feel well lubricated when it comes to talking on camera, because I've been doing it all day. So yeah, that's why I'm going on a bit today. But if you got some value from it, hit the subscribe button, give us a like, and if you've got any questions in the meantime, drop me a comment below, and I will see you on the session tomorrow. Bye for now.